Good morning, passport holders. Today, October 21st, and yes, I did have to check on that, 2016, day 721 of the vlogs, and today has been kind of a slow and then quick start. It was slow in the fact that I woke up a little bit later than normal. Well, my first wake up was at 6:15, which not going to fly for me after going to bed at 3 a.m. And then yeah, woke up the second time around 8:30, saw a bunch of captioning work come in, so I did all that, shipped that back out, did a code deploy as well, took a shower, and have since been paying pretty much all of my bills for the company. Did a couple domain renewals and things like that that were coming due, and paid myself so I get paid next week. So as it stands right now, the company's still sitting on a couple $1,000s in its primary bank account, and then the secondary one has its own amount of cash in the event that something goes horribly wrong. Yeah, that's kind of it. The big thing for me to do today is a bunch of house chores because, quite frankly, I need to do them. A bunch of sales stuff because I need to do that. Job applications as well. There should be 4 additional videos, all things said and done, put up by my clients today. Plus, the VaynerMedia crew is probably going to send over a bunch of shorties because they've got new interns, and it's the week. Today is the day of the week when they send over all the stuff that they're going to be doing promotions on next week normally. So I'm expecting somewhere between 4 and 10 videos from them, all shorter than 5 minutes though, so it shouldn't be too big an ask. The other bit is that I've got a big FedEx package showing up at some point today, and I'm super pumped about it. I'm really excited because it's something that I've done before, but didn't like the last version of. There's a new version, and it's going to be delivered to my house today. Super pumped about it. So I got all that going on, and I'm not sure what else, but that stated, I'm off to a good start. I hope you guys are too. Let's get this one started. So I went and grabbed the mail last night, and I apologize for the dishwasher going in the background. I wasn't expecting to record this clip right now, but I went out to the mailbox in order to check to see if my package had been delivered, even though I hadn't received a notification. It hadn't. But apparently when I changed my address to this location, I ended up either unintentionally or intentionally, I totally forget because it was like a year ago, that I actually got early voter status and they mailed it to me. So I'm actually going to do that now to make sure that I send it well before the November 1st deadline to make sure that my vote is counted. So let's get my vote on. Well, it is a gorgeous 92 degrees outside, and given the fact that the caption queue is clear, although it won't be for much longer, and the fact that my vote is done, I decided to go for a walk and go drop this off at the post office, since, I don't know, a couple blocks, not anything major. In some respects, it's kind of a warm-up before I go for my run later tonight. So, yeah, just kind of feeling good and checking everything off the list today, and just continue to do step by step. If I can keep the board cleared and continue to make progress like I did late last night, which I didn't tell you guys about. I did 4 caption reviews on my channel. My hope is that I can do somewhere between 4 and 7 of those a day, and if I can do that, then that means that hopefully by the end of November I will be fully captioned again, which will be a good thing. So continuing to just try and fight through it and get all this stuff done, and then hopefully a couple of job applications as well. So if I can hit on all fronts, including my run tonight, then I'll be pretty pumped with the productivity of the week and where things are looking up and towards. So, yeah. Civic responsibility, done. Well, it's kind of sad they don't include an I voted sticker in there. But, at the end of the day, it's not the election board's thing. That's actually typically done by the realtors of the location. But, it is what it is. But, time to walk home. More stuff to do. Since Hyla's video just dropped, and Clintus's is not far behind from what I understand. So, let's go get my captioning on. 2:45 at this point, and Clintus's episode still hasn't dropped, so I've been sitting around waiting for that to happen so that I could start captioning it, and it just isn't ready. I know that Clintus and the family were doing some really cool things up in Flagstaff yesterday, and so I suspect that between the amount of footage that he recorded, which should give you an idea that there's a lot of it, and the drive back down to Phoenix, that that he just didn't have a chance to edit today like he normally would have, unless he was not wanting to edit in the car, because this is one of the few trips that Tiff can actually help with the driving because there isn't a trailer attached to the back of the truck. So kind of is what it is at this point. I can't really do much about that. I'm waiting on it though. But while I've been waiting for the last 45 minutes, waiting for that episode to go live, I have I have been doing caption reviews on my videos, my past back catalog stuff. So obviously I did 4 or 5 last night. I did 3 already today. And basically my ambition this weekend is, in addition to the video, the year 2 video that I've been working on very quietly, email coming in there, I have also had this back catalog issue regarding these caption files. And so my ambition this weekend is to finish that year 2 video, or as much as I can because there's still another week, and then to get to at least day 600. So that's about 24, I think at last count, 24 different caption files I need to review. It's about 3 hours worth of content. And so, it's just a matter of really just sitting down and just doing it. There's no 2 ways around it. So at this point, I still haven't had anything to eat for lunch. I mean, I've been snacking on sunflower seeds and other things throughout the day, but haven't had anything, and my package still isn't delivered, so I'm kind of waiting on that too. So I think I'm going to go make some lunch and clear the dishwasher since that finished up, and a couple other house chores, just that kind of stuff. I got to be an adult at some point. So, yeah. And then after that, it's probably going to, I'm hoping Clinton's video comes up so I can just do the work and be done, because that will be the last video outstanding for my client work today, unless VaynerMedia puts up new stuff. And with it already being almost 6 o'clock out there in New York, very unlikely that it's going to be the case. So if I can go into hey, I'm in my work mode where I can do the edit on the vlog and everything else, then I'll be that much happier. Something just arrived. Yes, Soylent! Back on it. For those of you who do not know, when I was homeless and traveling around the country, I actually had a bunch of Soylent with me and loved it for my kind of mission drive days, as I called them, the days where I was doing more than 250 miles in my car and was just going to be planted there from start to finish. And that happened a handful of times, and then I also used it while I was staying in hotels and things like that in order to keep my costs down, because quite frankly, being in hotels and eating out every day, one, really blows up your caloric count, and 2, is actually pretty unhealthy for you. So by having Soylent, I was able to sit there and to cut costs and know that I was getting a much better setup. The problem is that on my 3rd order, 4th order, whatever it was, it had switched from the 1.4 formula to the 1.5 formula. The 1.5 formula I did not like at all. And I still have a box of it sitting in my kitchen right now. It's since expired. I should probably throw that away upon further thought, because it expired the 1st of this month. So I'm not pumped about throwing away a good product, but at the same time it's expired. But 1.6 just came out a couple weeks ago, and it was on back order because they had production problems, but they got it all sorted. I bought 2 weeks in order to give it a shot and see how I feel on it. The big reason that I want this, to be absolutely honest, is first and foremost is calorie control, and secondarily, the big thing that I struggled with while I was driving around was keeping it cold, because it needs to be kept cold once it's actually in the liquid form. And as a result, I got my cooler bag and a bunch of ice bricks and other things in order to keep it cool enough while I was driving. Well, now I have a full-size refrigerator sitting here in the house. So it's pretty simple for me to be able to do that, and if I can consistently get the calories I need and nutritionally hit all of my marks, it's a much better situation than me going to the grocery store, buying snack foods, having days like yesterday where, yes, I had a craving for sweets, and I have them once every 2 or 3 or 4 months, and so I just kind of give in to them. But still, there's a time and a place for me not to have that kind of stuff in my day and in my life. So if I can go back to Soylent, and this one I like the taste of, and it doesn't completely wreck my GI tract, I'm definitely going back to Soylent 6 days a week, 5 days a week, somewhere in that zone, and we'll do so consistently until I either leave this apartment or the next opportunity comes around and I move out of state or whatever, We'll figure it out, but for right now, first things first, it's time for me to be pumped about that. I will jump into it on Monday, and my intention is to go from Monday until Saturday on it, just to see kind of how my body reacts. And yeah, I may do some supplementals. I'm not going to do like I did the first time, which was me solely on Soylent and water. This time around, because I know myself, I know that I'm going to want a little bit of caffeine in the morning, so I have a supplement that will help with that, and water, and then sunflower seeds, because let's be honest, I love my salt. There's no two ways around that. Obviously, Sunday is going to be my cheat day, and that is a full-out cheat day, so I'm going to be able to have soda, beers, chips, salsa, breads, whatever. Go crazy for the hours that I'm awake on Sunday. So I'm excited about it, and I'm excited to incorporate this, hopefully, in addition to all the running and working out and things like that I'm starting to do in order to try and take better care of myself. All right, guys, dinner is done. New Gary episode, or kind of shorty, I guess, that I had already captioned previously for an alternative use case, was posted live on YouTube. That's done. A couple of bounties and missions, quests done in Destiny, and an initial transcription done for the entire 19-minute vlog that Clintus and the kids put up today. I've got it all done. I just need to finish formatting and then do timing on that. But it's now under 85 degrees. It's a perfect time for me to go running. And since I got my new little wristband pocket so that I can hold my key and my ID in there, so I'm not running with my key stringed around my shoestring, I'm pumped to do that. And so I'm going to go do this run. It's a new split set. So instead of doing 60 on, 90 off, this is now, I believe it's 90 on, 2 minutes off. And so I'm expecting to go a lot further. I'm not just going to go like the 1.9, 1.292 miles that I've been doing. I'm expecting that I will probably get a lot further, probably 2122, and I'm expecting this is going to take me about 31 minutes, including warm up and cool down. So let's see. Hopefully I'll have enough battery to show you guys something while I am in that cooldown phase and I'm out in front of that halogen light that is actually a pretty good light for being out there on a public street for me to use. So yeah, wish me luck. This should be a good one. 2 miles, all things said and done. Battery's quickly dying, about 11 and a half minutes per mile. Still got a cooldown to finish off here though, but feeling good. Definitely the right move to go for this run. Alright guys, came back, took a shower, and then finished Clintus's captions. That took me all the way about to 12:30. Then checked Facebook, spoke with a couple of people, left comments and things like that. A couple of good conversations relating to the new Kodak, what they're labeling as a smartphone, which is really just a half-sized point and shoot with a double-sized sensor for a smartphone. And given the fact that it's got a trigger and a handful of other little features, it is something that I actually am interested in, potentially. It shoots in 4K, image stabilized, huge touchscreen on the back, and so it is interesting to me. So I signed up to get the news release when it comes out, and then I decided, you know what, I'm in a good mood, I'm not too tired yet, it's only 1 o'clock. So I started playing Destiny and did a couple of things that I needed to do there. And then Ben came home from work and jumped on, and he started playing Destiny, and so we started playing together, and we started doing a bunch of strikes together. And having Ben in my ears is something that probably hasn't happened since probably February, I want to say. And man, it was great to be able to catch up with him and play and just chat, and it's always nice to hang out with friends. That stated, it is super duper late. I'm not even going to tell you how late it is. But I will say thank you guys for your time and your attention. As always, I appreciate them both. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still. So go do cool stuff. Bye for now.